Episode 12 of Dear Hyeri begins with Jae-young intercepting the truck, which ends up hitting him instead of Hyunho. Hyunho rushes to the hospital, where the team leader arrives as well. The press director asks Hyunho to substitute for the 9 p.m. news slot since Jae-young is hospitalized, but Hyunho refuses, feeling that Jae-young sacrificed himself to save him. Later, he asks Eunho for some space, which she grants, acknowledging his predicament. Meanwhile, we learn that Hyun has joined PPS and quickly bonds with Eunho, who explains Hyeri's situation to her. At media in Seoul, it's revealed that Joohyun's previous comment meant he wouldn't feel Hyun's absence since he could still reach her by phone. Back at the office, tensions rise as Hyunho continues to refuse the 9 p.m. news slot, even though Jae-young is reported to be doing well. Eunho finally convinces him to take the role so that Jae-young will have a place to return to, and he agrees. The broadcast goes smoothly, and later, the couple spends quality time together at home. Jae-young visits his mother, reminding her that being alive is valuable and encouraging her to recover. We soon see Jae-young back to his lively self and planning to return to his position, which Hyunho happily accepts. Joohyun manages to reach Hyun through Eunho and is amused to find she'd blocked him. Meanwhile, at her therapist's office, Eunho's disorder is officially declared resolved, and she says goodbye to her doctor. She decides to gather everyone who knew Hyeri to say their goodbyes. At Hyunho's home, those who knew Hyeri gather for a final farewell. A budding romantic potential between Joohyun and Hyun is hinted at, and Hyunho finally proposes to Eunho. The grandmothers are pleased to see Hyunho settling down for good. The show ends with Hyunho and Eunho in the meadows where Hyeri went missing, happy and together. Clearly, the last 2 episodes have been a scramble for enough content to sustain the show until the finale, especially highlighted with the repetitiveness of Eunho's effort to say goodbye to Hyeri. Eunho's character remains largely unchanged, except for finally letting go of Hyeri, now that she's back with Hyunho. All the characters have had extremely minor character growth, if any, which is frustrating for a show that took it so seriously since the beginning. The plot progression has been massively disappointing. Many viewers point out that Dear Hyeri follows a typical romance melodrama formula, so we need to accept it as one. But many forget that the show would have been acceptable if it hadn't been marketed as a healing drama. From the main poster to the theme song featuring Eunho and Hyeri, the show was promoted as a journey of Eunho's self-healing and her relationship with Hyeri. When the storyline fails to deliver on this promise, it naturally frustrates passionate fans like me and many others. Overall, it's been a predictable finale to a disappointing show.